So last summer I interned at OpenSesame and I work currently as a content specialist at OpenSesame. So during my internship I didn't really have much at all to do with content. I was kind of just exclusively marketing, and then after being hired back, or throughout the process of being hired back, the open position was content, and I kind of just had to say, all right, well, I'll run with content and try it out, and here I am, and actually really liking it so far. Most valuable internship lesson? Probably just to meet and stay connected with as many people as you can, I think, because when you're an intern, just going that extra mile and just stopping someone in the hallway or chatting and even discussing your interests. It doesn't have to be a really technical or official thing, but getting those connections and then maintaining them, it helps you so much down the line. I mean, that's how I got this job that I have today. So I think that PTIX had a pretty profound influence on the process, actually. I had a pretty major role in the PTIX program, and it's grown since I left, and it's currently evolving. I mean, you guys are helping it evolve. So that was kind of my project that I got to have more autonomy with and work on and do my own thing with and run with while I was at OpenSesame. And I loved that, and I knew that moving forward, having an actual position here, I would have some of that autonomy that I got to see while working at the PTIX program, and that was what made it really exciting to start an actual job and career at OpenSesame. So my favorite part of the PTIX program was probably getting to meet all the other interns from around Portland and to see all of their cool spaces, because I think that tech companies are some of the most fun places to work just because of the environment that you're in constantly. There's, everywhere has its own cool computer setup, or just the general design of the space is so inspiring to work in, and so there's so much innovation happening all around you, and so getting to see that and getting the exposure to people all around working in these environments and the physical spaces themselves, that was an awesome perk of the PTIX program for me. I think the biggest piece of advice I have for incoming interns into any of the Portland tech companies is to just have the ability to be flexible with what you do. So whether that's taking on a project that's kind of outside of your comfort zone, or talking to someone who's intimidating to you, the flexibility to do these things that you're not necessarily comfortable with or used to doing is so crucial in not only helping you develop, but helping you get out to the next stage of your career process, helping you meet those new people who are going to help propel you forward. So for interns who are looking to move on into a full-time position, I'd say so critical is maintaining the connections that you make during your summer internship. Just keep that connection going with an email every so often, or connect with everybody on LinkedIn. Absolutely do that. And then once you're connected with them on LinkedIn, just do the little things. Every so often a shout out, or even as something as small as a like on one of their posts. Just maintaining those connections, because before you know it, a few months will have passed and you're looking for your actual career or an internship the next summer, and you've got that person who you can reach out to, and it's not uncomfortable and it's not a weird thing to do because you've been connecting with them and maintaining that for the entire year and since your internship ended. So I think at OpenSesame is really nice. We're at a little bit of an in-between phase now, growing really fast, but moving from what was a pretty small company into, a fairly sized, decently sized mid-level company. But I haven't felt through that growth that we've gotten to a point where I can't just go up to our CEO, Dawn, or our VP, or any of the manager or upper management level people and have just a conversation with them. The approachability is still there, and the ability to network, even with those really important people, is definitely still there, and those connections are so valuable.